I'm hired by EMI. Brenda has been EMI's project. Even today, she's still earning royalties from... They don't pay Chicco. They pay Brenda.
Right at the beginning. Yes.
Universalists were sitting. They owe artists more than 100 million rands. They go and collect royalties on behalf of recipients who are not eligible to get that. There's no... What about Sampra is collecting their money? We sold bigger than Leon Schuster.
Yes.
DVDs, physical sales. Each and every household had Madluputu film in their house.
King David Studio podcast.
Yeah.
We're going back to a bit of the music.
Yeah.
First song you remember rehearsing or practicing. Yeah. I get you were learning how to play.
Yes.
Yes. What do you remember any of the songs that you started tinkering with?
I think whilst visiting Sipo's Mabuse's house, I thought it would be easier for me to teach myself with songs that, were familiar around us. And then at that time, Jive Soweto and Ben Out
yes.
were the most popular. So those two songs, I would watch Sipo playing and said, okay, this is how he controls his fingering. And then I check him out, I check how he moves, and said, when I was alone, slowly, then eventually I got it. So, the nice thing about the piano, once you know how to play one song, your fingering, it gets used to how, you move your to the bass. Then other songs, it gets easy.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Because that's how I tried to learn exactly doing that.
Yes.
There was this jazz song. I knew how to play for a while and I just stopped. I guess like everything, if you don't do it often enough, you lose it.
Yes.
So you're saying if I had carried on,
I had to carry, trust me, practice makes perfect.
I would have gotten better and better and I would have learned other songs.
There is nothing, trust me, there's nothing that
I stopped,
If you didn't stop, trust me.
And I can start now.
It can take you a month to learn how to play this thing.
No way.
There's a youngster that is performing in town. I found him singing in the streets of Zimbabwe. And I said, when did you learn to play guitar? He said, during COVID.
And now he's
performing there. He's very good. I recorded him, actually.
What?
Yeah, I recorded his album, but it's not released. I found him performing somewhere in Randburg. I said, wow, what a good guitarist. He sings well, everything. He was singing covers and his original song. I said, Chief, wow, you're supposed not to be in the streets. And then I grabbed the guy, took him to my studio, we recorded his album. And when I asked him, when did this? I said, no, during COVID.
Like 2 years ago.
I was working in a restaurant, and then during COVID, there was no work. Then I bought myself guitar, teach myself. That's what it is. So
now we know we can learn.
Yeah, we can.
Which one do you want to start with? The one you said you were learning, Jive Soweto and Barking Ben Out.
Well, the first song that in fact, the song that taught me how to play piano, honestly, Sipo Mabuse's songs, Jive Soweto. Remember that song?
Right at the beginning. Yes.
You know it. And then another one. I knew Sipo's songs like, they taught me how to play piano.
And you probably haven't played them in a while.
I haven't played them I'm Steve, actually. I haven't played them in a while. Not that look, the songs I haven't played, but I played other songs. I'm doing
But you're still able to.
Still, yeah,
Sure.
But I see you don't have a pedal here. But it's okay.
Skis.
It's all right. So now, this is a self-taught musician. So
that created so many hits.
I've created so many. I even forgot how many songs I've written. You Masikela, Brenda Fassi, Benjamin Dube,
Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Even the list just goes on. Level M, you did a song with Level M.
DJ Walker, Switima Lavina Kupenda, Zesisi Mkuku, Deborah Fraser. I don't even know. In fact, I can sit here like there's so many songs.
Well, you'll never finish. I think Dorothy Masuka.
Dorothy Masuku, yes.
Yeah.
Dorothy Masuku. I did Joe Mafela.
Which song by Joe Mafela?
Which one? One of his songs. One of the albums. After Congo.
Yes. Congo is another song. That one.
Yeah. So I produced quite a number of.
What?
Yeah, no. I worked with Black Mambas. I worked with them.
Sure.
So I worked with.
In
fact, I work with almost.
Yeah.
You know,
mainstream South African musicians.
Yeah, all of them.
The songs that you used to hear while you were DJing, any of them did you want to play again? Like like when you were much younger and you wanted to hear them, you were hearing them in your head.
Hold on. What's that? Joanna Matreading.
Okay. Oh. Na 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 na.
So those are the songs that taught me as well. You know, I liked, and then another song, Sister Sledge. You know, like, I don't want to play it because you pick up something.
Please play.
You know,
if you used it for inspiration, that's how music works.
For inspiration,
that's how
course,
music works.
You know, we're lost in the music. You know.
Look at us trying to figure it out.
I wanted to struggle.
Come on.
With one, composers don't tell, you know, what inspires them, you know?
Jeez.
You know, because they want to say, no, it's me.
We're now going to go and listen to the Sister Sledge's music.
You know, yeah.
but inspiration, obviously, it's all around you.
You know, there are songs that when you do, that people can't even pick up.
Where you go.
That this song is created from another song. But there are songs that I can instantly pick.
Yeah.
You know, like Jerusalem, you know, from Temptations.
Oh, yes.
You can pick up Jerusalem that knows Temptations.
Which part of Temptations? I don't even know.
How? You don't know Jerusalem?
Well, okay.
You want me to play you?
Let's hear it.
Let me play you.
And then you'll...
Let me play you. You know what made Jerusalem to be popular?
Jerusalem.
Yeah. Okay. Where is it? Do you have it here?
Okay. No, I'm sure you'll find it easy. It's an easy song to find. It's a popular... It's on all streaming platforms. Very easy.
There we go.
My Lady Soul.
Yeah. That's My Lady Soul. So that song...
So it's the chord.
It's the chord. It's the same. They didn't change anything.
Never.
So that is... No, they didn't change anything. That's My Lady Soul.
Wow.
It's My Lady Soul.
My Lady
So now, there are those songs that you can pick up quite easily. But there are songs that, you know, you do, then no one can pick up.
Sure. I wonder if they were the people who wrote My Lady.
No, it's fine. Let's leave our brothers to have what's name. But that's you make a hit out of another hit.
That's true.
You know?
So that's why you don't want to play it.
So that's why I want to play some of my songs that I know that, no, this song was inspired by this song.
Yes.
You know?
But it wasn't a steal. It was an inspiration.
It was an inspiration, but let's leave it.
I wonder which
At least I've
you revealed one.
I revealed one, you know. But we all, not even here, even in the US.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
The whole genre of hip hop is created from soul. It's of the 60s and all of that.
Yes. So music is actually there's no way that you can make a hit and you have not been inspired by another hit song.
That is true. Yeah.
There must be a song that will inspire you to make, you know what I'm saying? So
there's been a battle here, the song Marvin Gaye and what's Ed Sheeran. Exactly. Yes. It's been a big court case. Yes. Yeah. Which Ed Sheeran won. But when you listen to the two songs, Ed Sheeran won, yes. But when you listen to the two songs, well, it's
which one
did
he win?
Yeah, he won. He won. Yeah, he won that case. Trust me, I know he won that case.
Is it?
You want to check? I'll check.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I thought Marvin Gaye's family won.
No way.
Which one? Let's get it on.
Yes, and also because they said the chord progression is a familiar musical chord progression that can be traced back to even times before the Marvin Gaye song was done. So it can't then be an original chord progression. They say this chord progression is pretty common. It's like
common.
Yeah, it's so as a result you cannot. Let's see, what are you finding?
Oh, I see.
Okay, it says in a closed-watched music rights trial, jurors ultimately decided with Ed Sheeran, who had been accused of copyrights of copying his Grammy Award-winning song. Thinking Out Loud from Marvin Gaye's classic Let's Get It On.
Yeah.
So the jury sided with him.
Wow.
They
did that because Marvin is no longer there. They just said, you know what? Let's give the man who's still alive.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the judge, the lawyers that decide proved a strong case because that chord progression.
But definitely that's Marvin Gaye's song.
You see, now I don't want to start this argument because there's a case that says this progression is old.
No, even that progression, they can't win. Even with Jerusalem, they can't win. But in reality,
that's what happens to songs.
By that song.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go to some of your. There's a story, man, where so many people say Chicco was the guy. Your career blossomed. You became this Chicco with hit songs. But there's also a side to you where we find a lot of young musicians that are saying, dude, if it wasn't for Chicco, Mina, I would still be some guy go gas.
Yeah.
Who comes to mind immediately? And I'll mention some of the names that I've heard of.
Okay, I think Lindelani Mkhize, Joy Celebration, Mandla Spikiri, a trumpist. This quite a number.
Let's talk about Lindelani. Let's talk about Lindelani Mkhize.
Yes.
What was what's the story there? How did you find it?
You know, Lindelani was his brother, Stembiso Mkhize, who introduced me to him. He said, I have a younger brother. He's very interested, in music, he studied music, but, I want you, to assist him, see what we can do.
Are you a big shot Chicco Twala at the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they brought him, and then we lived together, we worked together he managed my affairs, wherever.
He came on what capacity?
Well, as a manager, but also, he was, every time I'm in the studio, you'll see what is, he's like focusing, learning, checking out what is this dude doing, and it didn't take him long, to learn. Lindelani was I don't even know how to describe how he learned so fast, so many things. Not only music, even management, admin, so many things that learn. And then I received a call from here that they want to hire Lindelani to work. I said, no, fine, no problem. I mean, I think it was Universal. Yeah, the time it was called. Yeah, I think one of the big companies said, I was Sony, I can't. And I said, no.
I know he ended up becoming the big boss.
Yeah, big boss, yes.
Of Sony.
Yeah, I said, look, I mean, it's an opportunity for the young man, so why not actually give him that chance?
But when he came to you, he knew very little about the goings on of running music, of running the business of music.
Yes, but I think also what made him to actually be what he is today, it's because of wanting to learn and also perseverance. Lindelani was not in a hurry. He wanted to make sure that, he grasped everything that, we were doing around in the studios, everything, how we produce the choirs and all. He learned all the tricks, and then I was not aware he was doing that.
But he's learning.
He's learning. I only learned that when you're working, I got big. He was watching. But you know what? He was learning.
Like
he was
that,
learning.
I got big.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised his way is.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let's check. Because Lindelani is a buddy of mine. I managed to get a hold of Ubabu Mkhize. Let's see what he has to say about what you've done for his career.
opportunity. I'm so humbled, and I can boldly, proudly open up and tell the world that today I'm called Kabazela. As short as I am, I'm called Dr. Lindelani Mkhize. I've walked the walk that I've walked. I've done everything that I've done because of what that man we are sitting with there imparted on me. I'm so grateful, Chicco. Kulesikhathi samanje, when people abakwazi ukuthi thank you. Ngiyabonga bhuti, wanginikeza ilife. You changed my life. I don't know what is it that you saw on me, but from nothing, ngisahustlisha, ngisazama, wangilanda ngasukela eDurban, ngahlala kwakho bengifike eGoli. You took care of me, you fed me, wangikhulisa. You took a whole lot of risks ngami, letting me ngigijime nomsebenzi wakho nezinto zakho. I learned all the ropes within the record music, within the record label stuff, from putting up my poster on the streets to managing an artist to managing a label, Chicco Productions. When you started that, you gave me an opportunity to do everything and run Chicco Productions for you and with you. I was learning every step of the way, giving me an opportunity to work with the artists that you were developing and establishing at that time. And I think that's why it was impacted on me to focus on developing artists. As I'm saying, I'm Lindelani today, I'm Dr. Mkhize today because of you, Silo. Chicco Twala. Ngiyazibongela bhuti, ngiyanconcoza kakhulu. May you grow from strength to strength. May everything uNkulunkulu akunikeza yona iphakame isebenze. Khuphuka Twala, khuphuka Silo, khuphuka Chicco. Ngiyabonga bhuti.
Wow.
Oh. That's Dr. Mkhize. I'm happy that, I've produced a doctor.
It's not the only doctor you have that you've produced.
No, yes. Besides the few doctors' kids, because there are a few kids from the informal settlement that I've assisted.
Yeah.
One of them is a lawyer now. And the other one, I think she will be a doctor soon.
Wow.
So I'll be having a doctor in that field of community work.
There you
go. Then I'll have it, and I've got Dr. Mkhize. It's nice.
Amazing.
I feel good.
Well, and that's really the question I wanted to ask. How do you feel hearing that?
Well, this man is. He was like, I'm not surprised why he's saying this. He's saying this, He was everything to me. And I treated him like a brother. In my family, that's what we do. That's what we are known for.
It goes back to the story of the guitarist.
Donovan, yes. My mom was like that. We were a very caring family. We will take people... I did that when Winnie Mandela dumped me with more than 12 ANC cadres in my house.
Yeah.
Looking after them, making sure that I feed them. It's in, even now we're still doing that.
Amazing.
So I'm not surprised, because people who know you will say such things. People who don't know you, they'll say all the negative stuff.
Yeah.
But it's only people who know you and exactly know who you are, your character and all that will say such things. I'm really humbled. Wow. And this is the man who even helped me to put Peace in Our Land together.
Wow.
That song, South Africa, We Love You.
Yes.
Lindelani was the one who was running around. All these artists, Yuma Sikela, all of them, I'll just say, get this artist, then he'll bring all the artists in the studio. I remember very well, he was all over.
Yeah.
And...
you've done well here.
Yes.
You must be proud of yourself.
No, I am, to be honest with you. And you always want to hear positive stuff. We can only grow when we hear a lot of when there's positive. Negativity is not okay.
Not at all. Yeah.
So but I'm really humbled and honored, to actually hear him
say all these things,
all the things that he just said.
Mandla Speaker, how do you meet
Mandla Spikiri was another young boy whom I think it was tough. It was tough. I would say it's almost the same situation with Lindalane. He was from Netherlands, and then he came to dance for one of my videos. I need some money. Then, to me, it was just a dancer at the time, not musical and all that. Then I said, I like the boy. Then I took him. Same thing, he lived with me in my house. I took him to music school.
What?
To learn how to play piano. And the rest is history.
As we know.
As we know.
He became a hitman.
He became a hitman, Mandla Spikiri. So that's what I actually, so I took him from Netherlands, yes.
You were talking about Ismail. I think Ismail was a backing vocalist for you at some point.
Ismail was a backing vocalist, Ismail was my backing vocalist. Sbu. Maloya was my backing vocalist. You know them. Quite a number of youngsters.
Didn't you work with Jimmy Lulu?
Yes, Jimmy Lulu did a lot of, most of my albums he played there,
Okay. Before he became the Jimmy Lulu that we know today.
Yeah, I think I did a couple of shows with him as well, Yeah, so I worked with a big number of artists.
Mention others, man. Shock us, surprise us. Didn't you work with Gyros a little bit?
Well, Gyros is one of the, I think I discovered them.
Dancers.
I discovered them same time with Mandla.
Okay.
Yeah, so he came along with Mandla. They were like neighbors. They came together. Yeah. So yeah. So Gyros, who is this?
It's somebody else must come. Oh, Du Masilel, of course.
Do I work with him? Do on one of my songs as well. What do you call Mjaji? There's a song called Mjaji.
He's a popular song.
He's the one playing keyboards actually there. It's Mdu playing keyboards on Mjaji. Yeah.
That's a popular. I didn't even know Mdu played.
Yeah, he played keyboards there. So yeah, I worked with all the young stars, man, that I worked with really. They came not only to like work, they wanted to learn so that they can stand on their own and be something in our community.
You pioneered the 80s bubble gum, as inverted commas.
Yes.
You were one of the big players of that style of music.
Yeah.
But you came in during also a transition to Kwaito.
Yes.
That's why when you were already Grootman in the game, that's when Bo Gyros and Bo Mandla Spikiri.
Yes.
That's when they were waking up to say there's a new sound.
Yes.
So you are right in that middle road of the guy who was bringing in the 80s bubble gum, as it was called. And now there was this. It's almost like my piano now.
Yes.
You were that Grootman during that transition. How was that experience of being the guy who people were coming to either for advice or for lessons, and yet they were transitioning into a new sound? How did you experience
Look, I think my experience was that the youngsters like Manda at that time, they didn't, even though they were moving away from the bubblegum music, they didn't want to just move away and come with sound with a sound that will confuse especially the those who were consuming bubblegum music,
because it was still big.
It was still big.
Yeah.
So they made it a point. There's still a little bit of bubblegum there, and then put their own style around it. That's why it works so well. Yeah. I mean, if you remember what TKZ and all that, it was the same bubblegum music.
With a different drum.
Yes, exactly.
There was a different drum treatment. Yeah.
Yes, it was. I think it was. The beat was still the same 4/4 beat, It was not
just the way they played it.
The way they played it and all that. But if you play it now, you can. I mean, it's like if I play TKZ now, it's like it was released yesterday.
Jeez.
It's
trust me. I played it last night in Witbank.
Yes,
it's like they love it.
Yes. So I think they did well by not like trying to move away completely. I said no. Same thing, bubblegum music, but we're just going to add a bit of spice in it and make it more youthful. And then,
Didn't you guys who were the bubblegum era, so to speak, feel like they're taking our place? They're coming up with this new thing that's taking up our space.
No, I didn't, because for me it was good because, music, you can't have the same music. I mean, you're serving a big number of people. I mean, not everyone will like the same kind of music. I remember when Brenda Fassie was down and out.
Yeah.
There was certain music that was very popular at the time. And then I decided that, you know what? I remember me and Tokyo Sukwale. She was premier then, in the 80s.
No, it must be in the 90s.
No, 80s.
First premier. No. Remember, premier of South Africa, of Gauteng.
Sorry. I made a mistake. I'm thinking of Too Late for Mama. Sorry.
Yes.
It was 1997.
Okay, yes.
1997.
When he was premier of Gauteng.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I almost confused with Too Late for Mama. So, Tokyo Square was premier in 1997. And then what happened is that I went to Hillbrow. You know, there was certain style of music. People were dancing to it. I can't recall, but it was more like your Kwaito,
yes,
you know.
Yes.
It was dominating.
97, Kwaito
was very strong, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I was in Hillbrow, then I saw Brenda Fassie, and she looked really bad, you know. Because remember, I only work with Brenda Fassie. People think that Brenda Fassie was my project from the big dudes up towards it, and it's not.
Yes.
So when I arrived, you know, because remember I had produced only 2 albums, Too Late for Mama and Black President. Then she went her own, you know. But 1970 things were not right.
Yeah.
Then when I arrived in Hillbrow, there was that sound of Makwaito, you know, all over. And Brenda was nowhere, you know. And I remember producers like Kwaito, like Arthur, they were trying to actually give Brenda some of the songs, but they didn't work nicely, those songs. I know she's got songs with Arthur, you know, but they didn't work that well. So when I arrived in Hillbrow, she was not okay. I said, you know, it wouldn't be nice just to leave her like that. She told me that, you know, my record company, they've abandoned me. They don't want to see me. They, you know, things are not okay. Then she had a bottle of beer with her. Then I took it away and then I threw it away. I said, no, you can't. Then I immediately, then I drove with her to my house in Bryanston.
Yeah.
The following day, because she was very nasty sharp, then I took her to a rehab. And then, what rehab? You know, there was a girl called Nokolo. She just died. Noxie. She was an actress.
Okay.
I think you know.
Yeah.
Nokolo Makalala.
We'll look for her.
I think she committed suicide. She's one of the top actresses. So I was busy recording her, you know, in the studio. But all songs and all that. Then Brenda is in the rehab. And then after a month, Brenda, when she came out of rehab, she was nice, sober. Said, no, let me put her in the studio. Try to revive her career.
Yeah.
And then the first thing that I did, you know, I removed Noxie's voices on Brenda's song.
Replaced them.
Bulindlela was one of the songs.
It was done for Noxie.
Yeah, it was done for Noxie. It's a Xhosa girl from West Cape. So I removed the voice of Noxie. Then I put Brenda.
You know?
Yeah, and she hit the songs and all. And she said, but this is all lousy style. It's not going to work. I said, leave it. You know? And then
still works today.
I took it to EMI. EMI said, no, man, this kind of music is dead. I said, hey, Chief, wait. Listen. But it produced what? Boma Figizolo and all that sound. So that sound came back. So music, you cannot always think that, you know, it's that style that will dominate. People, if you look at TikTok now, people dance to all different genre of music. You know, Kibo Steve Kekan, Kibo Paranyana King, you know.
They come with the dance.
They come with the dance, you know. So there's so many things. So music, people like to actually have a variety, a different kind of music that they want to listen. It's not, it can be. So
one style.
Then look what Vulindlela did.
Yes, says.
Even today, I mean, it's one of the songs, it's actually one of the busiest songs when it comes to international soundtracks and all that, films and all that. I mean, everyone wants to use. Yeah, it's one of the.
Imagine that.
To this day, yeah.
You featured your content on a lot of movies.
Yes.
Hotel Rwanda.
Let me get the name. So
I'll check my facts. I'll tell you now. Give me a second. Hotel Rwanda. What song? Actually, I don't know which song you did for Hotel Rwanda, but I know there is a song that you did for Hotel Rwanda. Even Gangsta's Paradise, really?
Yeah, Gangsta's Paradise.
I didn't know you did a song for Gangsta's Paradise.
Fat Girls.
Are you able to find the Hotel Rwanda song? Which song?
I think it's Vulindlela, or is it not? I don't know. Maybe it's Vulindlela.
It's possible, yes.
Yeah.
And then
my daughter is the one who knows all the songs.
Yes.
And then I have another, my brother's Grimsby.
Okay. Yes.
It's a British company.
It's a British movie.
British movie. Yeah.
Yeah. These two guys.
Yeah,
one is a
comedy. Yeah.
is a comedy.
Yeah,
It's action comedy.
Yeah. So when the closing.
Which song did they use?
Mjaji.
What?
Yeah, Mjaji. So you can imagine a British company. They just choose that song.
And it's a big movie.
Yeah, it's a big movie. I mean, it was a £40 million budget movie. It's a big movie. My brother's Grimsby. There's some my songs features in a big number of
Gangsta's Paradise. Which song?
Yo.
I don't even. When I looked, I said, "Which song did?" Now I want to watch these movies again, just so I can look for your song.
Yeah. What Christmas? Another one is this Christmas thing.
Which one?
On Netflix.
Oh yeah, the How You to Ruin Christmas.
Yeah, How to Ruin
they use
Christmas,
that. One of your songs.
I would say more than, I don't know how many movies have used my song.
Just
Oh, it's too many. International, it's like quite a lot.
And now with Mojaji, the series.
Yeah, seriously, I did all the music there.
Every single
Me
one.
And not all. With working with Temba Mkize.
Okay, wow.
Yes, I worked with Temba Mkize. Yeah, it's Temba and myself. Yeah, we did.
Those I have a feeling it has a jazzy feel to it.
No, we didn't. You know, when you score for a film, you have to make sure that you don't just come with the jazzy or whatever. You look at the film, and then obviously you have to put moody scenes, special effects, and all that. It's actually not music. There's more of dramatic sort of sounds and all that. You know, it's quite. You can't put jazz. Or
Do you enjoy that kind of work?
Wow, I've been doing that for some time. Actually, I enjoy that more than anything else.
More than making an album.
Yes. It's what I do, and I enjoy that more than anything else.
Because you haven't done. When last did you produce an album? It's years ago.
Oh, it's years, man. I haven't produced an album. Oh, it's yes. But I do produce a lot of soundtracks, like My Brother's Keeper, the closing sequence of My Brother's Keeper. It's my song.
It's all you.
Yeah, and then the most amazing thing about it, that song in My Brother's Keeper, the song is called Vuga Mama Vuga.
Mm-hmm.
It's a girl from Durban. On Friday, I received a call from London.
Okay.
The promoter. They said I produced that song. They want the singer to come and perform. But that song was not released commercially. It's in the movie.
Wow.
So they wanted to come and perform.
That's amazing.
So he said, and I didn't say to him that, look, this song is just, it's for a film. I said, okay, I'll tell you.
Because you don't want to stop.
I can't. I mean, the girl she must make money.
And who knows, the song will have a life of its own.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Jeez.
So
there's a song, Mama Tilda.
It's my old song, yeah.
It's old.
Yeah, it's old, yeah.
Who's that Matilda?
I don't know. But I just wrote songs.
When I saw this, like, who's this Matilda?
Hey, I wrote so many songs. I wrote, you know, David, I don't know how many songs I've written. I don't know how many songs I've written. Sometimes but this is my song.
Yeah.
But this is my song. You know?
When you just hear it.
And I remember one day, there was a song called Malume that what's this young DJ mix, DJ Kabza. Someone comes to me and it's plays. Is this not your song? It was very popular on TikTok last year. But it's me, it's my voice. But which song is this? I forgot. But I could hear that it's me singing. And I had to Google, said, oh, it's Malume. Kabza had remixed it, And he didn't ask for permission.
No.
But my publisher dealt with it. And
of course, they have to. Yeah. They have to.
Yeah.
You were not a traditional, obvious singer. Am I correct in saying that? You were more an instrumentalist. Or was singing part of the plan?
Well, singing was part of the plan, but my own style.
Okay.
What made me to actually sell? It's that I created my own style of singing. Not trying to be too American, not trying to be too fancy. Hit the notes like the African way, sing with my natural voice. I remember there was one show in Paris that I had. My band was late. were traveling. It was the tour. I think there was a promoter called Francois. He took us there, and then my band was late. It was me and the guitarist.
Okay.
And then well, it wasn't like a lot of people, but it was about 2,500.
That's a lot of people, but yes.
Yeah. So, and then now they're clapping hands, and it's only me and the guitarist. And then I didn't know what to do. And at that time, every time when I go on stage, so go Paris, restricting the Twala guy. Then fortunately, I got some guy and guys on. Then
there's always someone backstage.
Yeah, raw. I hit it. And then after that, and then I said, shit, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
We don't have, the band said, we're 20 minutes. We will be there soon.
Yeah,
they're coming with it. And then I said, this guy said, just play guitar. Just go. I gave him the line. Then I just go. I just sing anything that I didn't know, but in tune. Yeah, they start clapping. We played that guitar for about 10 minutes doing that, and they wanted more.
You were just mumbling.
We're mumbling. That's African music for you. But it was nice. I still have that record. I'll send it to you.
You do.
But when I listened to it, wow, this song is nice. My guitarist Jukes, he's late. He was playing it so nice. Then I just go like playing, until my band arrived. And then at the end, this guy said, play that song again.
That mumble.
Yeah. They said, what more? Fortunately, the band was there. So that tells you that, African music, if more of us were doing African music, I think we'll be having a lot of South Africans, performing. I'm talking about earlier. And now I'm happy with my piano. My piano,
it's gone.
It's our own sound. And then the boys did very well,
It's gone.
It's just that it came at the wrong time, where we don't have physical sales, With physical sales, you know that the boys will be multi-millionaire.
They will be rich.
The digital era is actually messing up things because, they're not getting any money. People download, people do what, it's easy to get music. In our time, a song like Vulindlela, it's 10 over was 100 million rands. Over, yes, the album, it was over. Yeah, I made a lot of money out of Vulindlela.
So it turned Brenda's life around from that lady you found with a beer.
It did. She was able to be. Remember when Brenda didn't have a house? Brenda had a house in Patlu.
Sure.
When she passed on, there was about 15 million rand in her account.
Yes.
It did.
It turned her life around.
It turned around. But it's unfortunate that, obviously, what happened, but it did. Voluntarily, Brenda was the busiest, and Brenda was not performing in South Africa anymore. She was always out of the country, Nigeria, US, all over. Things that never happened. So voluntarily did actually turn things around for Brenda.
It gave her a new career.
Exactly, because you remember all her music, she was only performing around South Africa. She never went out of South Africa. But when voluntarily came, Brenda was always abroad.
Incredible. You are now pulled into another story. It's also not the most exciting of stories. It's Brenda's money.
Yes.
Why are you pulled into that story as well?
I'm pulled in that story because, and for what? Because I'm not EMI.
Why you were just the guy who made the music.
I'm not EMI. I'm not the one who received the money. It's EMI who received the money. Yeah. The EMI will pay Chicco and will pay Brenda. You see? But because people want, even Jimmy Mane, the very same Jimmy Mane that I was talking about, he accused me of chowing Brenda's money. And I asked myself, which money? Because I don't own EMI. Brenda belonged to EMI, does not belong to Chicco.
As an artist.
As an artist. So now, when she records, EMI will pay Brenda first royalties. They'll pay Chicco royalties. So where do I come in? But it's fine. I accept it. Whoever want to say anything that they want about me, it's okay. I'm not. They think I'm EMI.
Let's talk about the business of music for a second. You're a brand new artist. You're Brenda Fassie.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you, and you're talented. You're hot, like this boy you met at the corner.
Yeah.
And I imagine things are slightly different now because we're now at 360 and so forth.
Yeah.
You come up and you want to you spot this guy as an artist.
Yeah.
What happens to their to their, what is the type of contract they're signing? Let's use Brenda's EMI as an example, because we can make a reference. What is that? And why do I ask this? Is because you're quite a big player in the rights of musicians space. Even now, you travel the world to do that. Tell us what exactly is the type of contract that artists are signing and they shouldn't be signing.
No, artists are signing, the contract that artists are signing, there's nothing wrong with them.
Okay.
Some of them. That artist agreements are standard. It's the lifestyle of the artist.
Okay.
That is wrong. No, if you don't know how to look after your money, if one Chaka got the same contract as Brenda and me and everybody, you understand? But if you look at, let me talk about Brenda Fassie.
Yeah.
Brenda Fassie started a career with the big dudes. Yes. Chicco was not there. She had how many hits?
Before you came
Before I even came in.
Yes.
Zola Bad, Weekend Space, all those hits.
This is long, yes.
But when I met her, she still didn't have money. She didn't have a house.
Yo. When you were doing the Black President and all of that.
It was not my project. I'm hired to produce her.
That's it.
And I'm producing her. They give him a percentage, they give her a percentage. Black President and Children for Mama. I don't know what she does with her money. It's her money.
And now, my puma ngapping and accounting when you're not.
I'm not part of it. They can't. It's illegal. How can you do that?
I'm just trying to squeeze the juice.
Squeeze it. Yes, I like it with the way you squeeze it. But how it works? How it works, David, is that when I'm hired as a producer, my job is to produce.
Yeah.
I'm hired by EMI. Brenda's been EMI's project. Even today, she's still earning royalties from. They don't pay Chicco. They pay Brenda.
When a Brenda song plays that has her name as credits, the money goes to EMI.
Goes to EMI. Then EMI pays Brenda, and they pay Chicco his producers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is how it. So people confusing with because I'm a producer. You see? You don't know. Let me make an example. I had a guy called Temba Dladla. He's still alive. So he came to me. And I put him in the studio. I said, hey, man, let's produce something. The boy was never in the music industry. He didn't know anything.
But he's talented.
He's talented. I said, work. Then we did a song called Sweetie Malavi Nago Benda.
Okay.
You know?
We know
and then Chisampam. Okay. Then we sold over 180,000 copies.
Okay.
That boy has never seen money his entire life. He's still alive. You can bring him in your show. You'll ask him. But how I work with artists, I don't want artists' money. I go to Universal. I said, Universal, you pay what belongs. You pay Chicco what belongs to Chicco. You pay this young man before this album even sells. So I didn't know that album would be big or not. Okay. But the agreement is that you'll be paid your share. I'll be paid my share. Don't come to me and look for your royalties.
They're the people.
That's how I work.
Yeah.
So because these people are experienced with admin and all that. So there's no one who can come, and that's why Brenda couldn't sue me or Temba couldn't sue me, because they know that their money, they get it directly. But the people who sue me are people who go social media, whatever, who sees that. Now, Temba.
Yeah.
Then I went to EMI in January. The song was so big. There was a check of There was a check of 750,000 rand at that time. Check. Belonging to this boy. This boy has never seen 10,000 rand in his account. I took his check and I went to the studio. I said, Chief, here are your royalties. He's still alive. He's here in Pimville.
He looked at it.
He said 750. We said, what is this? Forget it. This is your royalties from Universal. It's written Temba Dladla. And in mine, my royalties, they give me separate.
Yes.
As Chicco.
Yes.
So there's no fight. That's why the boy won't go in the media and say Chicco robbed me one. And then it came publishing money, I think it was about another 500,000 rand.
Yes.
He got it.
Both of them?
Both of them. He got it. He got paid. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You understand? So now the boy, he'll chow his money the way he wants. If he chows it and it's finished, he cannot say Chicco chowed my money when it's finished. You must invest your money. So that's why I'm saying there's nothing with the contract. It's the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Artists, they want to blame someone for their failure. Our artists, we know what we're signing. There's nobody who can tell me that record labels are exploiting us. That's nonsense. Maybe there are small, but bigger record. Look, I'm not in good terms with EMI and all that, but as far as admin is concerned, they make it a point that when it's Brenda's royalties, they pay them to Brenda. When it's Chico's royalties, they pay them to Chicco. When it's Temba, they pay them to Temba. Chicco, as a producer, will suffer from outsiders because now Temba misuses money. Said, "Oh, Chicco produced him. He shouted." But the truth of the matter is that I don't get paid directly. It's illegal.
Because when bathi yena uhamba ngemoto enhle. Lentwana manje uhamba ngeteki.
Yeah.
And they work together on that song.
Yeah.
Yena right. Look.
Yeah.
Choked widli.
Widli man.
Widli malya.
Widli malya. But it's lifestyle, my brother. If you don't look after yourself, don't look after your money, don't invest and all that, obviously.
Are the contracts not exploitative when they speak about the small percentages where it's a 10% and yet the artist, the record label gets so much money? And note, I speak from a position of someone that doesn't know the details. Are they not as exploitative as people say?
They are. I'll make an example. I created Vulindlela. Brenda Fassie sang it.
Yeah.
85% of all the money went to EMI. The millions that people said Chicco chow them went to EMI.
That 100 million.
Yeah, that 100 million, that was what's name? Almost 85% of it went to EMI. They didn't compose the song. They didn't do anything. So me and Brenda...
They administered.
Yeah, they administered. So me and Brenda will get those...
The 15
The 15.
Yeah.
They will share around that money. Yeah,
because even that 15, you're sharing it.
It's still the same even now. Nothing has changed. But now we're living in a digital era. The digital era, there's what we call secondary usage.
Okay. Explain.
The secondary usage during the days of this album, album, it was costly to produce this.
To print it.
Yes. It was costly to produce the CD, whatever, everything.
Trust me, I was involved in all of that. Yes.
Now they said, we'll give you a small percentage, like we did with the Vulindlela and whatever. We'll give a small percentage. But if something has no cost,
like now,
we'll call it secondary usage.
Okay.
Then we'll pay you 50-50.
Okay. So let's go back to producing that.
Yeah.
You're an artist, brand new artist. You're called Sipho Mabuse. The record label is happy with your talent.
Yeah.
They record with you.
Yeah.
They love your song.
Yeah.
Nobody has heard it. Nobody knows the song.
Correct.
Now they have to produce physical material.
Yes.
That costs money.
Costs money, yes.
And you don't have that money. You're an artist. You're just nobody.
Yes.
So they're going to put in some hundreds of thousands of rands to produce this thing that they believe in.
Yes.
And they're going to market it.
Yes.
They're going to get somebody who will be looking for interviews, Guma Metro FM, and working on you.
Exactly.
That's a cost.
That's a cost. Marketing, distribution, running around of the reps, there's what we call returns, like we'll give you 100, Reliable will give you 10,000 CDs. If you don't sell, we'll accept the returns. There's all those what's named. Now we understood, as artists, we said, okay, it's fine. We'll take that risk. Then the record label said, we'll take the risk, but we take higher percentage because we're putting the money.
The high percentage is what? 80%?
85%? They were taking 85%. Record label take 85%. Okay. Now, and then, fine. And then in the clause, in the agreement, they said secondary usage will pay you 50%.
Okay.
But they didn't know what secondary usage was. Me, I didn't know. They didn't know. Secondary usage is what? It's the digital era.
Now.
You understand?
Yes.
Now it came. They said, no, we're still on physical.
But it's not physical.
That's not physical. So the agreements, now, people like Brenda Fassie, myself, as we speak,
the agreements have to change.
Have to change. The royalties that are owed to Brenda Fassie, as I speak, Ray Piri and all the other musicians, it's 50, they're still paying them 5% instead of 50%. Secondary usage.
Wow.
So no one is saying anything about it.
Because I know you were part of a march.
Yes, that march.
Recently.
Yeah, recent march was actually to rectify that clause. That there is secondary. Now the record labels said, no, it does not mean that. Okay, what does it mean? Because, well, on digital era, you don't have cost. You don't have reps. You don't have anybody, whatever. What is secondary usage? They're trying to actually come with a new, to exploit artists.
Wow.
So now, Universal as we're sitting, they owe artists more than 100 million rands on streaming and all that. So they don't want to listen to anybody because they know that they're in the wrong. There's no way they can actually avoid. Secondary usage is digital.
That's it.
So those royalties are owed to us. So that's why we're fighting as we speak.
Are you winning the fight? Are they listening?
We are going to win the fight. We're having one of the biggest match next month. Obviously, we need to make their bosses aware overseas as well that, they're not doing that to overseas artists.
Oh.
They will never know.
Really?
No, secondary usage. If you say secondary usage, what is secondary usage?
Are you saying a Michael Jackson royalty?
No, they won't do that.
For the album Bad that was once produced like this.
On digital.
And now it's digital.
They'll pay him digital, because there are no expenses.
A proper percentage.
Proper, yes, percentage, yeah.
Can't they why we're struggling like this?
Because, you see, with us South Africans, the biggest problem is that there is no unity amongst us.
Yeah.
We fight amongst ourselves, and they'll buy some of us, work against this. He's mad, what. Oh, so there is no unity. That's why you find that we get ripped off easily.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? The biggest beneficiaries of our movies, of our
music
money,
is,
in our sector, it's lawyers, accountants.
Yo.
Those are the biggest beneficiaries in our sector. Yo. Musicians are struggling. I mean, you look at an institution like Sambro. That business belongs to musicians.
Mm.
But the staff there, everyone has the medical aid. They have everything.
And yet their rent is paid by the music.
Yeah. But they don't think of a musician who's actually bringing in the money to have a medical aid. But the only thing that can give a musician is a death cover.
Mm.
For the time to enjoy you understand what I'm saying? So now, there is no medical, there's nothing. There is now another organization called SAMPRA. SAMPRA is collecting maybe about 500 million a year.
What?
Which is for record labels.
$500 million?
Yeah, $500 million. SAMPRA is collecting almost the same and all that, But the biggest beneficiaries are administrators. Musicians are not benefiting.
Wow.
Now, but this administrators, because they know that there's disunity among us. We are fighting amongst ourselves. We hate Razonda and Aratan. They said, no, let's keep them that way so that we enjoy the benefits of their sweat. And it's exactly that, nothing else. Now there is this organization called SAMPRA.
Okay.
SAMPRA, that's why I'm leaving now. I'm going back to the US because it's something related to the problems that we're having with SAMPRA.
Okay.
SAMPRA goes to SABC. They go and collect money belonging to
Rasip.
No, not Sipo.
Yes.
Sipo is local. I want any international.
Oh, yeah, there's no international.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm happy. I'm happy there's no international. They go there and collect money belonging to Beyonce. And then a performer or Beyonce, maybe Jerry, whoever is playing guitar.
Let's pause. Beyonce's song is playing on 5FM, Metro FM,
yes.
SABC One.
Yes.
That's why SAMPRA is collecting on behalf of Beyonce.
Restaurants as well.
Yes, of course, restaurants.
Government,
all of
departments,
that.
whatever.
Yes.
SAMPRA
pubs, clubs,
it's called needle time royalties.
Okay.
SAMPRA will go and collect that money on behalf of all those performers in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, when you collect on behalf of someone, you must pay.
Of course.
Right?
You must be paid.
You must be paid.
For what you're doing.
Yes. So now, they go and collect royalties on behalf of recipients who are not eligible to get that. There's no... What about SAMPRA is collecting their money? But SAMPRA gives the impression that we're collecting this money and we're paying it to the performers in the US. So I went to the US. So I traveled to the US to check.
Yeah.
There's nothing that the US artists are getting from Sampra. So this money, this guy from Sampra, what he does, he's using it for, he said, no, I'm using this money for cultural activities. But what cultural activities? That's how they steal. I don't want to use the word steal. That's how they actually mismanage funds belonging to artists. What? You know, look, for me, whether you're a US artist or a South African artist, we're all one because we will have an office in the US. They collect royalties. They,
on your behalf,
on our behalf.
Yes.
But now we're seeing people who are not musicians taking advantage of us because of disunity amongst ourselves.
Are you saying a Lionel Richie song that I played this morning on my radio show, and somebody came to SABC to collect on behalf of Lionel Richie?
Yeah, he's not paying Lionel Richie.
He's not getting that money.
No, he's not.
Is there any other way that Lionel Richie is getting that money? Like besides the Sampra setup? Is there another source where Lionel Richie is saying, geez, I'm receiving this check from South Africa. It's $10,000. They clearly play my song. Is there any other way besides this Sampra?
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. We've teamed up with a US-based company that represents almost the top artists in the US.
Over the years,
yeah.
American musicians...
They were not. They've never. Sampra has been collecting money since the establishment of Needle Time. They've been collecting money. They don't pay a cent to US performers. And then Universal, EMI, they're actually supporting the very same nonsense. That, no, it's okay not to pay those. It's not okay. Wow. It's not. It's unethical. It's not okay.
Wait, so are you saying there's money sitting somewhere?
Chief, our sector is the most... there's money in our sector.
Billions,
but
clearly.
There's money that can actually create opportunities for a lot of musicians who are not employed, those who are not active in terms of like the shows and all that, the retired musicians. There's money that can actually look after us. But, stumbling blockers, Kibo, Nabo, Sampra, the CEOs. And I won't say much about Sampra, but Sampra is actually the worst because you cannot collect royalties on behalf of a recipient who is not eligible to receive those funds.
They are not aware that you're collecting on their behalf.
They are not even aware. They didn't give you permission, and you're collecting on their behalf. And you come and boast and said they are you have the right
to do this.
No, but we're fixing that. We're fixing that with the regulator. We're fixing that with the... Now, with the new administration, we have a government of national unity. No, this government, what I like about it, they're all going to be disciplined cadres now. No one is going to actually do as they please.
Yeah.
But exactly.
They
will all want to make sure they deliver service to the people of South Africa. Motu wa Sampra, whatever, I can only connection more ANC, can only connection more GA, whatever. No. We are going to actually see people working now.
I'm still shocked that there's money sitting.
There's a lot of money.
Artists are waiting for their money. They don't even know they're making money.
Yes.
But you see, because I worry about, because you're an activist now. You've gone back to your days at ANC. It's hiding people in your house. You're an activist in the music space. Because whenever we see you, you're protesting lately. Why take up that mission as Chicco Twala? You could say, Nageshapo, Batlaipon. Why take up that task?
No, if I don't, these youngsters, Mama Piano and all that, tomorrow there will be, tomorrow, listen, you can be, what's this? Casper in your vest. But tomorrow you won't be Casper.
Because that's that story we've seen before.
Yeah, we've seen that. Tomorrow there will be no money. So it's important to actually educate them now. Guys, make sure you visit those institutions, make sure that you're secure. This is where your future is. As a you must resort there, and I've got my money, go Sampra, I've got my money, go Sampra. This ignorance is the reason why I want to actually assist. But guys, here is your money here. Let's make sure that we expose unethical behavior. If someone is actually mismanaging our funds. Let's expose all those things. Let's fix things. This is for you tomorrow, not for. Look,
And in terms of the music, it continues because streaming and physical have changed things quite a lot.
Yeah.
Physical, it was physical money.
Yeah, physical
you knew
money.
when somebody had bought your CD, but out of a shop holding that CD.
That's not a shame, nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now with the streaming, you're saying, who's making money? Record labels?
No, your Spotify. Those are the big
Tidal.
That's the biggest mafia. Those one of those ones. I think the music sector needs to address that. You can downloads and all that.
Yeah.
Those people need to be penalized heavily because they are the ones who are making big money, and the record labels are not making much like they would. You know, they're making a lot because they have no choice. What is the other platform where people can?
No,
you know, people. So they had to come up with plans. They want to no, guys. You have to pay us a small percentage because our music is downloaded. That's what they've negotiated. But in reality, your Spotify, iTunes, and all that, they are making a killing. They're making, especially downloaded. Remember, the only way for you to watch music is through airtime.
You have to use data.
Data is the one.
So that's another.
Yeah,
someone is making money.
Data is actually you understand? Because people every time you want to download Chicco's song, you must buy data. Who must be penalized? Data. So we need to actually unpack everything and get into the bottom normal. These are the people who are actually chowing us.
So the industry didn't move with the times.
Huh?
The technology is moving.
Yeah.
But the industry is left behind.
Yes.
That's what happened.
The industry is left behind, yeah. And it's because, the administrators, they were stuck, with the, like your physical says, they didn't actually think ahead. Era digitally, where there's be downloads and all that. How do you protect ourselves? But so late, I choose about thing about the download, but it's 1 cent per download, it's 2 cents, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Maria, Spotify, every time I hear about it, you watch YouTube videos, an artist says, my song has been played 1 million times.
Yes.
And this is all I made. And it's so little.
5,000, 6,000.
It's so little money.
Yeah.
And the song has been played 1 million times.
Yes. Not in South Africa, but I think governments all over the world, they need to protect the artists. They need to protect musicians because musicians are getting screwed, boss. It's not okay what is happening. People are just getting richer and richer, at the expense of musicians.
And this is not a South African problem.
No, it's not a South African problem. All over the world. I think we need to actually, government needs to come up with plans. You know what? This is how it's going to work. Every downloads, whatever data, we need to actually, there must be some percentage that goes into the artist.
Hey, Maria, artist,
it's not okay. It's not okay.
And you're not just watching. That's what are there other musicians similar to you that are actively involved in trying to solve these problems?
Yeah, there's quite a number of them. Yeah. It's not only.
Is there unity in that?
Yeah, there is. Yes, there is. Even though we don't get enough support from others, but the majority, they actually want to see change. Yeah, we need transformation. We need to make sure that our artists are paid their fair share, in the sector. But fortunately, even government is assisting us now to make sure the election did pass but we are seeing a lot of support from them. They are coming on board, and then there will be definitely an audit that's going to take place of Sampra and all that. We definitely want that because you can't be collecting money and then
it's going nowhere.
Where is it going?
Jesus. You have a life that is interesting. The comedy.
Yeah.
You and Senyaka.
Oh, yes.
You did a whole, almost like, I remember we as fans, we are watching this guy now. Like, these guys are doing comedy now. They're doing movies.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah.
What drew your interest to that world?
Well, I think, Senyaka was a very... when we with Senyaka, you always laugh. There was no moments where you'll be in a company of Senyaka. It doesn't come with jokes and all that. So I decided, no, man, you know what? let's do something, with this. And now, but budget, no man. To budget go hole kwa. Usually cameras are na kitse. Let's go and shoot.
Yes.
You understand? Then we want to shoot. With that was like editor like people understood. We did well.
It did.
But the biggest was Madluputu. My Mamina.
Oh yes.
That one was huge.
Yes.
Oh, that one was huge.
And the style, almost borrowing from the Nigerian style of production.
Yes, no complications.
No. The sound is not the best in the world. It's okay.
It's okay. But you know what? We just said, you know what? Let's show them the funniest thing. Let me tell you something. What happened is that. What is this? Deloitte and Touch. Where Deloitte and Touch.
The accounting firm.
The accounting firm.
Yes.
Department of Arts and Culture, I think the film department, we wanted to do a research and just check, what model can we come with. We need to actually come up with a strategy where we can see more films like the Nigeria, not Nigeria, but we want to see an expansion, sort of
create our own Hollywood.
Yeah, yes. But not necessary, but we want to see there was a more profitable, Then they do the research, But now they've got all these films that have been shot. They house to house, Cape Town, Durban, everywhere. And then there is Leon Schuster, there's what, and all that. Then but no, we don't know all these movies. We know Madluputu. Where's Madluputu? So they don't know what is Madluputu because it doesn't feature in that category.
Because it was not formally.
It was not formally there. And then they go to Durban, same thing.
Madluputu.
Cape Town, Madluputu. Then in their report, they had to put Madluputu. They were forced to put a 6,000 rand budget film.
What?
6,000 rand budget film. They had to put it there. But now, guess what this 6,000 budget film did, man? We sold bigger than Leon Schuster.
Yes.
DVDs, physical sales. We sold bigger than any. It's still number one in terms of sales. Each and every household had Madluputu film in their house.
That's crazy.
Wow. Sales, physical sales. It was huge. Sinaga was big, but Madluputu was huge.
That's amazing, eh? But did you stay in that lane? Yeah, we should do more and more and more of this.
Well, after, when CDs, now there was piracy and also, us moving into the digital era, we decided, no, let's wait. We shot some more, but we didn't know what to do with them, So now, with Madluputu, we just shot a new one. We just finished it about
now.
Yeah, now recently.
Yeah, my daughter.
Yeah, my dildo.
So you still make this?
Yeah, my dildo divorce.
Who comes up with this stuff?
So the dildo divorce is going to.
You even say it with confidence. The dildo divorce.
It's a name God gave us. Yeah,
you used it.
We use it. Everything has a name. So yeah. So we just finished it with Madluputu and some. It's very nice. So we will be releasing it. I think we'll be licensing it. No, we do it properly now because.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not doing.
Do you hope to release it to these streaming platforms?
Yeah, we got. No, we'll. I think we'll give it to. We'll give it. It's good product. It's good.
Yeah.
You'll see it compared to what we used to do.
Yeah.
But because
we loved what you. Yeah. Do.
But because we're licensing this, we have to make sure that it's done properly,
yes.
Locations, everything, sound. You'll see it, it's nice. Yeah.
Where are we likely to find it?
Now, again,
Showmax,
I think, look, I think we'll give it to Showmax or Netflix. It's very good, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think what you guys have done. Why comedy though? Is it why comedy? Because it looks like it's tricky to make people laugh. It's not easy.
It's not easy, but we know how to make people laugh. We did it with Nyaka, we did it with Madluputu. Our television is actually you see one and the same thing in our television.
That's true.
Drama, war, fighting, and all that. So we thought, it will be nice to actually just have something different to make our people laugh a bit and all that,
Yes, the commitment in that world, it's amazing. When you guys started doing that, we were watching thinking, how much where's Chicco?
But it's good.
Losing Snyaka must have hit you hard.
No, yes, it did. But look, now you can't, there's nothing that we can do. It really shocked us. God, I don't think it wasn't, but it was. I mean, in that time, it was at a peak, when it comes to movies. We're busy with other movies and all that. Unfortunately, I had to
leave. Did you make any music with Snyaka?
Yes, I did. Chisampama again.
Of course.
Yeah, yes. Chisampama. And I did a couple of albums in Romeo and Kolota. I did a couple of songs with him. I actually introduced him to the music industry.
Really?
Yes, yeah. He lived with me as well.
Tell me that story, yeah?
Oh, Snyaka and I took him so he lived with me as well,
I want to live with you. What am I going to I think we should all go live with Chicco.
No, Snyaka as well. I took him, he was a head stylist.
Okay.
So, Snyaka, when I knew him, he worked for a company called Alex Hair.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing hair. Then I grabbed...
I remember Alex Hair had branches.
Yeah, branches all over here. So he worked for Alex Hair and somewhere in Carlton Center. And then Herman Mashaba recruited him for Black Like Me.
Okay.
But they started Black Like Me together with Herman Mashaba. Remember, he used to pick him up at my place for extension.
Sure.
So I think he got tired of the hair business, said, he wants to do something in music. So we started making music for him.
And
that's how it started, yeah.
And he created
a lot of,
yes, big songs.
Big songs, yeah.
That you play them today to the right audience.
Exactly.
They will change the party.
Zirak.
I know it.
Zirak. Yeah.
I don't need you anymore.
Yes. Yes.
Imagine that stuff. Yes, and he was a fluke musician. He wouldn't have been a musician.
No, he wasn't. But, But also, he started with that.
Yes. Sort of. So that was the beginning.
That was the beginning.
We have a piano. We can't waste it. Let's see. What else comes to mind? What do you play lately? For yourself? Do you play for people ever?
No, I want to play.
You want to impress?
No, I don't at all. to be honest, I want to do my studio work. Scoring music.
That's the only time you touch it?
That's the only time I've touched music. But now there are youngsters from KZN that I've just produced. And that lady.
What style?
Well, it's their style. I don't want to change anything. They came with their own style. So all I did was just, look, I put a little bit of my knowledge, but I don't want to put too much because it's different times, You have to make sure that you don't mess up,
Is there a Chicco sound?
Chicco sound?
Yeah. When you hear it, I guess maybe I can answer that better than you. When you hear it, you say, that's a Chicco style. I know that song. That's a Brenda Fassie song. That's a Brenda Fassie song, right? What song is that? It's a 10 kilometers barefooted in the rain.
Who inspired this song?
I wouldn't know. There was just one note. We lost in music.
Yes, we lost in music. So it inspired me a bit.
But in music?
Yeah.
Now we hear it.
Yeah. So but I changed it.
Of course.
Yeah. But but mine is not. Mine is a bit different.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, man. Wow. man. You play well. You know that.
Oh, but
you live in that world.
Most
he does that thing that you just did.
Yeah. Ke dipina tsa bosipa mabuse. Ke dipina tse ne di nthuta tse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a song that when you think about and it's one of yours, you say, that's a good song?
Hey.
It's a difficult question, I'm aware, with so many songs you've done. But there must be a song that you are proud of, whether it's done well on its own.
There's
or
a song that
enjoy.
Trouble in the Night Vigil. Ringo Mahlingozi, Covered Mukweva.
Really?
And then I also like. You see, I like songs with there are songs that I composed that I really feel that like the one Send Me, Hugh Masekela.
Oh, yes, of course, that's your song.
Yeah, that's my song. Yeah. Send Me.
Yeah. The president's song.
Tumamina, those kind of songs, to me they mean a lot because they're very educational songs. But the best song that I felt, was South Africa We Love You, because at that time, I had to work with more than 40 musicians. And we were competing. We are the world. So we wanted a song.
Was it around the same time?
Around the same time. So it's actually that one was inspired by We Are the World. I said,
did it inspire?
Yeah,
not only did it inspire, but was it a difficult song to put together from organizing artists?
It was because it's not easy to actually, and the song was very successful. It's not easy to actually, I know of many songs in South Africa where it's a collaboration of many artists that didn't work. But this one, we had to make sure that it worked. That's why we said, okay, let's come with a melody that is more soulful. Open with Mzwakhe, Hugh Masekela, bring in PJ Powers there, Brenda nicely with melodies, Mark Alex. So we planned it nicely, and Lindelano was there when we did said Lasso Fagawa. So that because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Almost everyone was there. Blondie Makena, Wow. So it was one song that we said we must make it work, but let's make the melody like even if Brenda comes in, the song mustn't get lost. It must feel like it's still a sing-along song. I think that song also.
Because we've just gone through an election, and on the radio I opened the lines on the day of elections.
Yeah.
I voted in the morning deliberately so I can come on radio and reflect on my experience.
Yeah.
And I remember people calling saying, "Yes, Mari, inkumbuza lengoma le South Africa, we love you."
Yeah.
And that is your creation.
Yeah, it's my creation.
The melody, the words,
everything. I wrote everything.
What?
I wrote everything. In fact, as artists were coming in, I was writing.
You were writing.
I said, okay, this is your line. Brenda, this is your line. Yvonne, Hugh Masekela, trumpet. So everyone. So I knew. Well, as they're coming in,
Just do you know it's badly labeled, that song?
Yeah, yes.
It's written, I think it's written Chicco and Various.
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. And it's not.
Badly labeled.
Yeah, I don't know who did that. I think it's actually people in there.
It's the record label.
No, it's not, because the song was never released. The song was never released, remember?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was never released.
If I go to Spotify now, I won't find it.
Yeah, because it was never released. The song was never released. The song was remember, we only did it for physical sales, and all the proceeds were given to victims of violence at the time. So the song was never released. Yeah. So we didn't release that song.
Why don't you release it now?
No, we're thinking of releasing it now, but I think we will. I just received a letter from the presidency that they want to use it for this government of national unity. Yeah. Last week, I think I got a letter from them.
Yeah.
That they want to use it. We haven't got Sigalela, but this one is just for their airs on radio and all. They said they wanted to use the song. I said, no, it's fine.
But it has to be paid correctly.
They don't. Do you think they'll pay? They want to use it for free?
They The government, they have money.
The government thinks they don't. I don't know why.
They have money. You pay tax.
Exactly.
Yes. No, government has money. Don't question that. We shouldn't be ashamed to say government has billions. That's why we have the Zondo Commission. We know for sure government has money.
Exactly.
That's why they wanted positions. We know they have money. But you're saying it looks like they're a reluctant customer to pay.
Yeah, they are. Because they wrote me a long letter. Please, we're doing it GCIS. It's not commercial, blah, blah, what. I said, you know what? Because I love my country, I love peace, I want government of national unity. It's fine. Use it.
If you still remember the melodies, help us with that. I know.
Which song is that?
That very one, South Africa. We love you. Peace in our world.
Huh? I can't remember it anymore. I haven't played it a long time. I haven't played, but I still remember. Hey, I forgot it. I haven't played it in a long time.
Well, you don't need to, I guess.
I don't need it.
You don't ever perform it.
I will never, of course. Oh.
Yes.
But you know what? I still want to actually do one thing. Call all my kids and just perform for them. All the songs that, started Chicco to now. Just for them.
Wow.
And my grandchildren.
That's a show.
All of them sitting there. Get a show, can you the lights? I'm not.
Look
at performer, That would be nice.
Look at that imagination.
What a shoe.
But why haven't you done? I know artists like Babyface, they've done performances. Him performing the music he made for other artists.
Yes, that's
like
what
your Boys to Men. Yes. But don't do it just for family.
No, that one I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm still busy with sponsors and all that.
Yeah.
That one I'm doing. That all the songs that I did for artists, Brenda, you name them, all of them.
Jeez, there are many.
Yeah, with orchestra and all that. With different, we're planning that.
No, that has to happen.
Yeah, that has to happen.
Because there are too many songs.
There's too many. And
you will struggle to pick the
And beautiful song, I will, definitely.
Sure.
I will.
You know what? Your work is amazing. Yeah. I'm going to mention names of artists and tell me what comes to mind immediately.
Yeah.
Huma Sikela.
Yeah.
What comes to mind when I say that?
Huma Sikela, to me, when people talk about Huma Sikela, they talk about someone that I really felt that contributed immensely to my career. You gotta there's a song, King, Give It Up.
It's his pop days.
Yes, pop days, Give It Up, and the boys are doing it.
The boys are doing it.
Yes. Those songs, really inspired me. And I'll always imitate those songs. And for me to have him in the studio, when I was recording the peace song, and also him doing Send Me, was like, wow,
Jeez.
Thank you, Lord. I never thought in my lifetime I'll ever be able, to work alongside the likes of Huma Sikela. It's somebody that I always I envied him when he was in exile. Said, it's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. Brakaifas, Ndate Katsi?
Oh, that in fact, I couldn't actually mention both of them at the same time. When Brakaifas came with songs like Chigichela Ngamache, Buza.
Yes.
We were kids, but you must see how we used to express. They were not there. We didn't even know them. We didn't even know what Nebaluko exile. Because it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Chief, I think those people, it's amazing how their music even got here because they were banned, to us, because their music was banned and all that. But we were able to actually get the King nearly do 45.
Yes, the small ones. Yes.
Yeah, Buza. I I think, I don't know. Anyone who would say was never inspired by those people would be definitely.
I can't help. I have to mention that Miriam Makeba. I have to.
Yeah.
What comes to mind?
Well, to me, this is one woman who was brave. She always reminds me of Winnie Mandela, but in music,
Mm-hmm.
She was not just an activist, Mama Miriam Makeba, it's one musician that many of us, will never actually want to like myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remade, I think 3 of her, that I haven't released them, 3 of her songs, that I have actually remade because.
Okay.
Harry Belafonte.
Yes.
There are songs with Harry Belafonte.
I have that album somewhere.
Yes, with Harry Belafonte.
Yeah. It's a blue cover.
Yes, a blue cover, yes.
They're wearing suits. They're looking like Bajola.
Yes.
Yes, that one there.
Pata Pata and all that, all those songs, You can't just, you can't talk about South African music, and not talk about Miriam Makeba, Yuma Sekala, Kefa Simenya.
Jonas
Gwangwa. You can't talk,
Yeah. Those are
giants.
The cream.
Those are the cream. Those are the people who made some of us what we are. They inspired us. The only difference between us and them is that we didn't go to exile.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You were here.
That way,
You were hiding Makeda.
Makeda,
Here's an artist behind us. Sorry, I cut you.
Oh, my darling.
Oh.
Aish. I feel like crying, when what I'm seeing here, I went to this woman's show, Market Theatre, and then there was no instrument, and she started singing. Her voice. She's supposed to be my mother-in-law. In fact, I dated her daughter.
Really?
Mpumi. She's based in the US. When we were growing up. Yeah. So, but I didn't know that this was Mpumi's mom. That's and they look alike.
Those were.
She also played with me. Image, the daughter. She was a keyboard player.
Okay.
Yeah. She was our keyboard player actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Her daughter
yes.
was. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's a small world.
It is.
Yeah. In fact,
tiny.
when I look at her, I see Mpume. They look alike
yes.
very much. Yeah.
During your era, were there musicians that you considered your competition?
Era.
When you were releasing all those hot songs, your hot songs, not anybody else's.
Splash.
Really?
Then Chanda.
Really?
Yeah. I did a piece. What I release a fella. They can bring a yan. They can release a bring a yan. They reveal studio. It's like a peacock. Damn it! What am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And it too many peacock. Oh, but it was nice.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Peacock went already. I need money or something.
I need some money. Or we miss you, Manero. Or thank you, my friends.
Yes.
Yeah. The competition was too much.
Here's a song that I'll always like and enjoy. Papa Stop the War.
Yeah.
What was happening in that time? It's obvious, but what were you going through?
Well, Papa Stop the War was this stupid fight in Gatal ANC. For me, it was not necessarily, I mean, seeing black people killing one another. It was just, especially after, Mandela were released and all that, it was really crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the song, I think, was inspired by that fight, but it was really not good times,
It worked.
It worked with Mzwake Mbuli.
Yes. You used him quite a bit.
I used him quite a bit in a lot of songs. I started to work with him on that one before the peace song.
I absolutely love Tate Mzwake, and I hope he sees this message.
Yeah.
I wish you would come here.
It would be nice, yeah. Yes.
I've invited him so many times.
Is it? And then...
it's a lukewarm reaction.
Is it?
Give the blue tick.
Give the blue ticks.
Oh.
I'll talk to him. He's a nice chap.
I know that. Because I've had him on my radio show. It's like, oh, my daughter was the sharp. He's an incredible stories. Exactly.
Government of National Unity.
Well, I get to isolate to Africa. It's the people who don't want those type of things. They're fighting for black achievement and black success. They're saying, we can do this without Mahua.
No, but that's not what the ANC stands for. People must understand that ANC is not PAC, ANC is not AZAPO. ANC, from the days of Mandela, they were fighting for equal rights. Everyone. Everyone. So ANC has never actually been a black political party. No, it was for both black and white.
That is
so I think they're confusing ANC with PAC and AZAPO and all that.
ANC Freedom Charter, ANC Tuli, ANC OR Tambo, ANC non-racial South Africa.
Exactly, non-racial.
ANC's policy that stands out, probably amongst others, is one that says South Africa belongs to all who live in it.
Exactly. I think I'm confused. But I think most of them, they've forgotten what the ANC stands for. ANC does not stand for discrimination.
No.
It's like never. In fact, the government that was seeing now is what ANC stands for. That's why Mandela, when he took over, they won with overwhelming majority. But he brought national of government unity. He brought in Carter, he brought de Klerk, everybody said,
let's do
he had the right to take them out. Because
he had over 70%.
But he brought them. So I think it's not something new. It's not something new.
And it shouldn't surprise anyone.
And it worked very well. The rand was, what? That time, 6 rand, 4 rand.
Yes.
The dollar.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Can't we go back there for
Let's go back, man. We need that.
Your career has been an incredible one. And what pleases me more about you is that you are still active in the music space. You create music.
Yeah.
You create music all the time. Are you at all working with these youngsters or any of them that you feel? You spoke about a boy you found busking, but is that something that you want to do more of getting young people and getting them into studio?
Yes. I'm actually doing that. There's this youngster that I found in the street, and there's this KZN boys from Kwanongoma, very, very talented. They actually feature in their song is played on a series called Sbongile, which is on DSTV, opening and closing sequence.
Wow.
Their song is played, very popular. So those boys are actually, I think they will actually make it big. And the girl that I'm talking about, that was actually booked now to come and play in London.
She's getting hair braid.
Yeah. So I think I will still, contribute a bit, but I don't want to get too involved where I change them, There was what they come with, just for me to enhance a little bit, make sure that, what they want, It's different times. We can't change.
No. I said with Duma Silela, we had a chat about all sorts of stuff, including music. And I asked him if he still makes music. He said he can't remember the last time he was in the studio.
Yes.
It's clearly not the same for you.
Yeah. No, it's not, because you see, the difference between me and Du is that I decided to get into movies where I do film scoring. So you can't avoid me. Film without music, it's not a film.
Of course.
So, so that's what I do a lot. That's why.
So that's what keeps you.
That's what kept me. If it was not of that, probably I'd be doing other things outside music,
And you haven't stopped.
I haven't stopped. And I won't stop. Even now, I'm going to the studio.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm doing this with Queen Judge, the Rhine.
Oh, yes.
I'm busy with that now.
Oh, because it gets released.
Yeah, so I'm busy with Queen Judge.
Are you enjoying that process?
Yeah, it's quite good. I've been doing it for some time. I've been doing it for some time, so it's not something new.
No, particularly this story. It's nice.
Story. It's nice. The woman who could marry 5 men.
And make it rain.
And make it rain. Five.
So you know the story long before we see it.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
You're enjoying it.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who are you when you look at your life? You want to stop and for a second and reflect and say thank you to a number of people in your life. Who are those people?
Sipho will say to me,
yeah,
look, even Alec Howdy, Sipho and Alec Howdy, despite Alec Howdy, firing me, but I think it contributed. If it was not him introducing me to music, I wouldn't have this opportunity. I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Yeah.
The Alex Foundation, even if it didn't end well, it made me what I am. It made me to be strong.
Yeah.
For them, giving me an opportunity to be with them for Nakonyana Ewenyane, it changed my life. Moving to Sipo, learning how to play and all that. I think those two people was them. But the most important person in my life was Winnie Mandela. I was very close with Mama. Even when he came to my house with Tata, when Tata was just released from prison, where we had dinner. When we had dinner.
Yeah, you hosted Winnie and Tata together.
Oh, many times.
Wow.
Maybe 3-4 times at my house, yeah. I went to them, and then Tata invited me to his house. So that's why sometimes, it pisses me off when I see arrogant politicians. When you have sat around Tata Mandela and see how humbled he was, and how he appreciate anyone, poor, rich, whatever. Tata, reminds me of Brenda Fassie. Brenda Fassie didn't care for Umang. So Tata would just smile with everybody. He had time for everybody. So those kind of people, we don't see them in our with the leaders that we have now.
Yeah.
Our leaders are arrogant, pompous. They only look nice when they're in public platforms. But in real life, you can see who. But Mandela everywhere. He didn't care whether there's a camera looking at me or what. So
that's amazing.
Those kind of people, they inspire you.
Yeah.
Another person that I have actually will say, the nicest person is Bishop Lechanyane. A lot of people don't know that guy,
No. Interesting. I was talking about him the other day.
Yeah,
I wish I knew him more. I knew better.
I've never seen such a kind person in my whole life. I've seen people, that's why I social media. I've seen people saying things about what's, but, I had the privilege to spend time with that old man. What an incredible, the heart,
Yes.
and now I've seen real love. Mandela, I've seen people with real, whom I think they really care about black people.
Including Winnie, you mentioned
Winnie Mandela.
She was the same.
The only difference with Mama Winnie Mandela, she wanted to solve the problem. For resolve
immediately.
Yeah. Understand. Good day. So Mama, but she was a loving person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I was really privileged to actually be have some people were never able to actually meet them face to face. I sat with them face to face, had dinner with them, and
and family and friends, who there stands out in terms of making not only a contribution in your life, but when you look at them, you say, you know what, you've done well by me.
Well, that's a tricky one. I think you caught me off guard with that one.
And I can help you. Let's go to mommy.
Yeah?
Your mom.
My mom?
Yes.
Well, okay. You see, when you say friends.
Family and friends. Because you never know. Maybe there are friends out there that played a good role.
Yeah, well, my mom, played a very, okay, let me start from you, Karen. My mom played a very important role, of course. I mean, I indicated that, she divorced with my dad, and she had to move in with another man. And it was not easy, with the other man, stepfather.
For you?
Yeah, for me, it was not easy. I was still a young boy, a youngster. But she insisted that I must be around there. She used to fight for me. And until the days where I was independent, where I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
But my mom was like the pillar, she amazing woman.
Were you not well received by the stepdad?
No, stepdads are stepdads, and there are nice ones, there are bad ones, but not all of them are bad, obviously. I wouldn't say mine wasn't that nice to me.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. But with the assistance of my mom being around, I felt a bit at home.
Okay.
But if my mom was not there, I always make sure that I pay my grandmother a visit until she comes back,
You don't want to be this guy, just the two of you.
Yeah.
Didn't they have other kids, like your sisters?
No, they have.
Brothers?
I have my brother. Yeah. My brother is not. Yeah. From my mom had a child with my stepfather. We are very close.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's 4 of us, 2 brothers, 2 sisters. We are very close. We do things together. We communicate. We're a family. Very good.
Still strong.
Very strong. Very strong.
Wow. And daddy? Whatever happened to Timer?
My dad passed away 3 years back.
Not long.
And my father, my mom, a year after.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they both,
Oh, did you have a relationship with your father?
Yes. I had a relationship with my father, but not the same as my mom.
Of course.
Yeah.
Distance.
But I used to visit, communicate with him. Yeah. But there isn't much for me that I can say about him because he didn't raise me, The stepfather, as bad as he was, I was in his house. There was food in the fridge, even if the fridge is locked sometimes.
No.
But I'll be able to get a skianyana, strating, kibule, kuche French, kuche so. At least no nadi jonyana. But with Dad, I didn't get that opportunity.
Yes. All those but did you ever, growing up, form a slightly different relationship with your stepdad? Was there, because when you grow up, perspectives change. You also change the way you relate.
I think as Chicco, definitely, I think there were changes. I even bought them a farm with my mom.
Wow.
Both of them, I bought them a farm. And I think, you become, I don't know whether maturity comes around that time.
Yeah.
But he was okay. He was okay.
He came around.
He came around, he with a bit of respect. We respected one another. We know who is this and
Good time.
But it was okay. But growing up wasn't that easy. But as adults, I think it was much better.
Do you remember a moment when your mom was proud of you?
Well,
that lady that wanted to be a traffic cop.
The day my mom actually, I think the biggest day for my mom was when...
So let me see if he found it. Oh, yeah, he did find it.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
You took long, though, because there's probably 3 copies.
Yeah, those are the songs that taught us politics.
These songs?
Yeah, those are the songs that actually made us here.
Well, here it is.
Yeah. So I think the biggest moment that made my mom proud was when I completed the peace song. And then there was an announcement that all radio stations must play that song same time. At the same time.
I remember that.
And then there must be a prayer, And then I remember rushing to SABC to deliver the master, everything. And then 1:00, all South Africans were asked, KZN, Twala Msindo, we're going to play this song. And all the radio stations played that song same time. African one. That was them. My mom cried. She wept. She said, wow, my son, I didn't know you have such talent. I didn't want you to be a musician. And then look now what you're doing for your country with this song. Every kid, everybody was singing. South Africa, we love you, our beautiful land. So I think that was the greatest moment for my mom.
Wow.
And I was really proud to say, wow,
And you had done so much by then.
Yes.
You had released so many successful songs.
Yeah. But that song was really special for me because I think they were also affected by violence. So when that song played, violence faded slowly. We saw violence subsiding, South Africans coming along. I think that song, honestly speaking, actually changed the mindset of, I won't say bad people. Their mindset really changed. When that song played.
You must be proud of yourself as well, though.
Well, I can't say I'm proud of myself, but I'm proud of the talent that God gave. Not only me, because I remember I don't work alone. Yes. I work with other people in the studio and all that, and the musicians that contributed, who sang and all that. For me, it was sort of like, to work with all those great musicians. I'm looking at We Are the World there. Quincy Jones working with all those artists there. So I had the same opportunity as Quincy Jones, to work with the cream, who's who of South African musician. Yeah. And then the song came out so strong. Even today, I mean, let me tell you something. About a week ago, I was in Midlands. And then I was was going to rehearsal. I hear kids, South Africa.
And they're young.
When he crash.
Wow.
I said, wow. But, they don't know me.
No.
They don't know. And I went off my car. I jumped off my car. And we check and say, they don't know who am I. And I was this is the create. Even the ladies that were teaching the kids, they don't know who I am because they can't say Kepski to. But I just wanted, to feel how,
wow.
It's so beautiful.
Your work continues.
I created this song and I'm just passing with my car and kids singing it.
You make me teary.
Yes.
You make me teary. I think it's a complete life.
It was like
when you're able to look at your work.
Yes, it was nice. I mean, and then every time, like people don't know me. Some people can't recognize me, and I feel good, like in one wedding, I think it was somewhere in OWES. It was in a garden. It was a nice wedding, but I love and I started stepping off it.
Yes.
And to see people dancing to your work and all that, just, oh wow, it's so nice. It feels good.
It must.
It feels good.
I'm trying to imagine myself in that situation.
And then one of my songs, I don't know this artist. Maybe you know this artist. Let me just.
Don't tell me it's an artist that created a song from your song.
No. I want to play you this song now.
Yeah.
This is a Nigerian. They said he's one of the biggest producers in Nigeria, but he's based in the US. I thought it's that. What's the big Nigerian artist?
Yes.
I don't know what I can.
Well, you lose nothing.
I lose nothing, of course.
Yes.
You lose. Yeah.
You lose nothing at all. Yeah. I remember once I called you 10 years ago, and we were doing slow jams.
Yeah.
Of popular South African songs.
Yeah.
And we were going through your catalog and I forgot which song we spotted at the time, but it was a fast song and we wanted to slow it down and do an R&B type version of that song. And I called Chicco, it's David, you don't know who I am, this is what we're doing. We were hoping if we can use this particular song of yours. What do you want to do with it? No, this is what we want to do. Now that's fine, you can use it, just clear it. And clear it properly, because if you don't clear it properly, well, my guys will come for you.
Yeah, I said
my guys will come for you. So you have to clear it properly. And remember, this is a disclaimer. The last part of the statement was, "Oh, by the way, it's my song again. It's not yours. You are remaking my song.
Yeah, remix.
So be aware that it's still my song.
Yeah,
even if." Yours becomes a success. That was the disclaimer.
Yeah.
And we said, no, we are 100% aware whose song this is. We are just asking if we can use it. That's why when you played that, I said, well, you lose nothing.
You lose that, exactly.
If anything, you stand a chance to make more money, if anything,
exactly.
If the song becomes a success.
Exactly.
Because it's 100% your song.
Exactly.
They can do whatever.
I have one song. It was recorded by a Canadian band called Ackles. You know them?
I've heard of them, yeah.
And then there were 40. Let me just play.
Jeez.
It's nice. Ackles.
It's also a remake of your song.
No, listen to this one. Let me just play it. If I can sit with you.
You've become a source of the new age guys.
Yes.
They go to you for inspiration.
Yes.
You found it.
Yeah. Canada, keep Inaka. Why not test it out?
Hey, Mona. Is this a live performance?
Yeah, live.
Let me see.
Keep Inaka.
This is a whole band.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah, Mara, 40,000. That instrument is me.
This music is yours.
It's me. Can I say Maburu?
Nah.
I'm telling you, I did that. It's my music. But me that do the stadium. South Africa does not know that I do that.
Look at that crowd.
Yes.
It's like 30,000 people.
It's me there.
This is your music.
It's my music. I wrote that song with that guy, Obinanda. The instrument. I'm even playing that instrument.
Hey, man. That style is unlike a typical Chicco style.
Yeah, because I do everything. I did gospel, I do everything.
Yes.
But me, what I do, if I teach Kilohoa, I know exactly what, okay, this is how we're going to take. But okay, let me just play Metafix, Living in Darfur.
And then what is your story there?
Living in Darfur?
Yes.
No, Living in Darfur, like I produced them, right? Yeah. But you know how big it was, that song.
That's why I want to hear you are the production. You're the producer of that particular song.
Yes,
Do you know that song?
Remixes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Living in Darfur.
No, if you go to Matterfix on Spotify,
yes,
you will find that song first.
You see, there it is, Living in Darfur.
What?
But you must see the white people by it sang by the family. Why is that? Keep it there, Chicco.
Oh, yeah. Yes. This is a guy on YouTube who's just playing this very popular song.
So, the song, that's why if I get check out to not only here at home, even outside here, I
didn't know you produced Matterfix.
Yeah, I've produced lots of white artists in the years.
Because Living in Darfur is a big song.
Yeah, it's big, like Living in Darfur. I did it.
What else have you done?
There was a studio around here. Not here, but it's not here. I'll remember if it was here. I recorded it around here.
In this neighborhood?
Yeah, in this neighborhood.
I wonder.
Ian Osrin.
Sure.
I recorded called Ian Osrin.
Yeah.
He was around somewhere here, Monocliff.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
What? Most when I no span bra.
Oh. It's a lot of songs, man.
I want you to play the original. Because Ella, you were playing a cover. You're playing a guy who's just playing a song.
Playing, yes.
Because the original, Matterfix, is an amazing...
Living in Darfur.
So you created the melodies.
The melody, everything. I also sang there. My voices are there.
Bro. So, yeah, I know that. Let's see if you can remember anything.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Yes. Got it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, go with the legs.
When I'm most of the time, I was in a kind of oh, I'm beginning game of life. You know?
Wow, Living in Darfur. You know when I hear that, I can hear you now.
You can hear,
I can hear Chicco now in the song. But when I'm listening to it, it's like that ding ding ding. It can easily be going. Yes, keep going. Yeah. Ba, 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 stop there. Oh, it can easily be that.
Yo, never. Yeah. Keep a pastor.
I can hear the... Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah. Yes, man.
Just
fix. Yeah.
So you collect royalties all around the world?
I wish I were.
You have to. I know you won't admit it, but you have to. And for me, why it matters that you say I do is so artists can know that the song must be credited correctly.
Correctly, yes.
So you will earn money years after the song was done.
Yes, you know.
For me, that's an important part of the story.
Very important. That's why I get it. There is no problem with the contracts. The problem is with the artist, the lifestyle. Because you see, you sign a contract, you are happy, you smile, you release an album, you are happy, you get your royalties. When the money is no more there because of your lifestyle, you now start saying that, no, but you want to find someone to blame.
For your
own mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's why there's nothing wrong with the contract. The only thing is that, remember, when I sign an agreement, I don't just... So record labels are blamed for something that they didn't create. It's a problem creating the artists.
Exactly.
Artists must take care of themselves. Their lifestyle. They must invest. They must make sure that you get one family party and all that. So that's why we... Yes.
And all of that.
Yeah.
Dalom Kids.
Oh, talking of Dalom Kids, you know, they called me last week. What a coincidence.
Really?
I'm telling you, last week, Dalom Kids.
Who are Dalom Kids?
It's some 3 girls, but the other one died. There's 2 of them that are still alive. They called
me. But they can't be kids anymore now, obviously.
They're old ladies. They're quite old now. Where are they?
So you produced their...
No,
Rafetza, no.
No, don't worry.
They keep saying that, but don't worry. Do you know what? Let me tell you, Chicco gave me all the time I need. We can go on for another 2 hours, but I'm the one who feels bad.
No, don't worry. Come on, it looks like one. Dalom Kids. I'm for it last week.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, Dalom Kids.
Marigidi Dalom Mothers.
Dalom Mothers.
What are they saying?
I think they want to do something. You know what? Old music can be revived, you know.
I fully agree. Old music can be revived.
Old music can be revived.
And
Nabar music never. I once produced a song for Chimora. It didn't work. But I keep it and I do it for Brenda. It worked. Memeza.
How did it go?
Memeza.
How did Memeza go again? I forgot. Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
I did it for Brenda Fassi. For Chimora.
Yes.
It didn't work with Chimora. And then I gave it to Brenda. It worked. And another song, King Asine. I did it for Yvonne Chaka Chaka. It didn't work. With Caleb Kumar, it worked. So songs, songs are very...
It probably not even the artist. It's more the time.
It's the time, yes.
When it comes out.
Yes.
What's happening in the consciousness
of yes.
Yes. What are we thinking about
at that time, yeah. So Tolo release wrong.
Yeah, and you didn't know?
You didn't know.
Jeez, man. I'm proud of your career. I'm proud of what you've achieved.
Yeah.
And I wish you 1,000 more years of music. And that translates into many, many more songs. Because your music will be sung and celebrated for many, many years to come. I know that for a fact. If little kids go crash are singing South Africa, we love you.
Alicia Keys singing Too Late for Mama. Alicia Keys, singing Too Late for Mama.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she sang Too Late for Mama.
Imagine that, your song.
My song, So
do you look at yourself and think, what's going on?
No, I don't want to think like that. I want to think, I've learned, that's why I like the life of being me, the way I was raised, I don't want to change because of material things or, I remember I went to a party with a friend of mine, Baraki Dope. It was just an ordinary guy. We went to a party and then this guy, R100, about 200 dope. Then I walk out, with his wife. Then I walk out. Said, but look, you can't choose friends for me.
Ah.
Because the guy didn't. No. But this
he's not dressed.
He's not dressed.
Whatever.
Then I walk out. Said, no, it's not the end of the day, and I'm not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
You
just go home.
Out. So because you can't. That's how I am. So that's why I always say God is the one. God is the. All of us, like you, you're driven by God. I'm driven by God. Yes. We're all driven by whatever that we're doing. We're driven by God.
Yeah.
So we cannot now start using this against other people. Think other people are less superior.
Than us.
Yeah. We all equal.
When you do the music, I asked this question to Java. I said, when you create the music, when you write it, what are you going through? His answer was something like, I know for sure it's not me that creates the music. It's a force. That's why I connect this.
Yes.
It's a force that's outside of me.
Yeah.
And he feels like he's just a channel.
Yes.
That brings this melody to the world. What do you go through?
Too Late for Mama. I created Too Late for Mama when I was 16 years old. I was in a boarding school called Shingwezi in Malamulela. And then at that time, our boarding school was like, in Arizona, bushy.
Okay.
So we're right in there. And then there was a big storm. And then as I witnessed, a Tsonga woman carrying, what's name? Ashaki lightning.
Ooh.
Right? And then I went there, just an essay.
This is long before
I met Brenda, long whatever, and I wrote it. Because for me it was the most saddest moment.
Yeah.
So when I got the opportunity to produce Brenda, I said, "Oh man, by the way, I had this experience," and then I went to my old books, Montlung, that unfortunately I told her.
Sure.
Then I translated into
10
English.
kilometer
barefooted in the bush. Yeah, but then I didn't buy Changa. It was nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was nice. But I'm telling you, then I gave it to Brenda. So I heard him saying that, some of these things, it's inspiration. It's
So you acknowledge the force, the energy. That's not.
Chief, if it is not the energy, Too Late for Mama, I woke up 4 a.m. in the morning.
Sure.
And it was my first time to produce Brenda Fassie. Remember, it was the first album. I didn't know much of her. And I asked for an address where she stays. She tells me it's Florida or whatever and all that. God, I'm on my way. I said, no, this early in the morning, I'm coming. This thing, they said it must come out now. It's my head. I'm on my way. Canada, I'm Florida. I'm Arobe, Sutinechile, like 5 o'clock. Kitcheri, keyboardinyana, ke connector mole, ke dlala mole, and then, and then, it's lyrics, you start singing. Okay, what about 10 kilometers? Man? Don't come and tell me about 10 kilometers. She was upset.
That's Brenda.
Yeah.
She's like that.
It's about 10 kilometers. For someone 5. And then I said, okay, no, but it's a nice song. Let's go, Brenda. And I started mimicking. Then and I said, okay, I'm feeling it now. And
keep going. Go.
And she said, I like the chords. But we're not changing the model. You're going to sing exactly the way I want. And after singing it, 7 o'clock, she wanted us to go to the studio.
And go
and then when we went with Richard there, and then we start playing,
my God.
And she cried after singing it. Too Late for Mama.
She was a crier.
Oh, it was my first time to produce her. And trust me, she just said, wow, she loved the song there.
Do you know, Joe Nina has a Brenda Fassie story of producing.
Yes, Joe Nina also produced Brenda.
Yes, I think that's the song. He speaks of that experience, saying, dude, it was one of the craziest experience of his life.
Yes.
Jeez, man. Yeah. She was a gift, though, to us.
She was a gift, The only problem with Brenda was that, she didn't have the right people to guide her. She was always surrounded with people that just wanted to see her spending her money recklessly. Like I said, that she started a career like a weekend special. Well, those albums.
Yeah.
Brenda would have been.
Then Ronaldo Blondie.
Bob Blondie.
Yes,
There's so many people,
yes.
Ronaldo tlile morago ka bo too late for mama. Still, people who just wanted to milk it, steal from her, and all those other things.
I think the son suffered the same problem. I saw a I Blew It episode where he's the one telling the story, and he tells it
With who?
I know he doesn't bring you to the table. Don't worry.
No. I'm not even worried about him because he knows the truth.
Yes.
You see, when Brenda died, on the night Brenda died, I remember a day before. I remember very well. Mandela came.
Yes.
Then
visited Brenda to the
even
hospital.
Thabo Mbeki, they both came. Then I took them. So the following day, before Brenda died, we knew that she's not going to make it.
Okay.
Then I phoned Evan Scholzbeck, the head of EMI.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? We have a situation here. I don't think, Brenda will make it. Doctors are not actually positive and all that, but we'll wait and see. Unfortunately, the following day, she passed on.
Yeah.
Then the boy was still young.
Of course.
Yeah. Then I sat him down around it was me, Temba Fasi, and the boy, because the boy was still young, 18. And I said, look, you are going to be okay. Don't worry. Because I had already bought a house for Brenda in Batlu. The house is there.
Yes.
Then I immediately called Evan and said, Evan, let's not embarrass ourselves. We know Brenda was a superstar and all that. Let's put up compilation albums, take as many as we can, gospel, whatever, and all that. We raised about 15 million rands.
Yes.
In total.
Yeah. And this is hard sales of...
Hard sales, 15 million. Said, Evan, you're not taking any royalties. I'm not taking any royalties. Let's put it into the estate so that this boy can have a better life.
Yes.
Fine. We worked with Evan. We raised the 15 million rand. Chief, we worked. And people were there buying physical sales. But when I sat with the boy, I think we were around 11 million rand, not 15. But money was coming. And the money is going into the estate. And then I sat with the boy, I said, Chief, we have money. About 11 million rand. We have a house. This money can be invested. You are the only son of Brenda Fast. You are the heir. You take this money, invest it in somebody. There comes, I'll mention them by names for the first time. There comes Langs. There comes Graham Kilfilin. White people. Balatantwane. Babana, so now 13, 14 million. But we can get you more. From Chicco, from EMI, whatever, they ripped your mom off. There's 14 million there. I mean, there's about 13, 14 million at a time. So now go ahead, boss, you've got 14 million, even if I ripped off your mom. Take this 14 million, invest it, and watch them. You are okay.
For a while.
The boy, because he was young, the boy, was easily manipulated by these white people. You know what they wanted? They wanted legal fees from this money. All what they were seeing legal fees.
Jesus. A percentage.
No. Take legal action against Chicco, EMI, Sambro. They sued me, Sambro, and Washington, saying to him that we'll get about 100 million.
Yes.
But now, where are they getting their legal fees? From this pot. They took all that money, boom.
So he's paying, technically, for his own legal fees. He's using money from his own pocket.
That money that we raised.
It's going to lawyers.
It's going to lawyer. That lawyer, his name is David something, the lawyer.
Yes.
He took the Jew lawyer. He took all that money. And when it's finished, who says about 500,000, this boy consult me, said, contact me on phone, hey man, I'm not happy with what's happened. I should have listened to you. Because I told you, Because you're not winning a case against me because there's nothing wrong that I did. You're not winning a case against Sambro. You're not winning a case against anybody.
Label, yeah.
You understand? It's only hearsays, whatever, and all that. Over 14 million is gone.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's what actually destroyed my boy. You know, that's what destroyed my boy. And even today, he can't recover from that. Because money was there.
But because Brenda's music continues to be enjoyed, surely there must be money that keeps coming in.
It's fine. It's okay. But with that additional money, it is just
startup money.
Yes. You know, but misled by the likes. I'm mentioning them because they know what they did.
Yeah.
Look, even if I took Brenda's money, whatever, or EMI, but there's 15 million rands. Why you want to go for money that you're not sure that you'll get when there's money that is there?
And you're spending 15 million to chase it.
Yeah, you're spending that 15 million to chase it. Now, after these people have benefited from that 15, they left him like that. Bajil. That is why he says, I blew it. Because he knows the history. I was there as a guide and father. But I don't blame him. He was still young. He was vulnerable.
18.
Yes, he was still young. And those guys went there with ideas. No, there's money there. So people will go where there's money. You know, why are they not helping him now?
Yeah, good question.
You understand, why are they not helping him now?
Good question.
But understand what I'm saying? So that is the problem with that's what happened with his situation. He was ill-advised. Do
you still talk?
No, it's my boy. It's my boy. I mean, we talk every day. Yeah. He calls me. We help each other more and more. You know.
Marushab.
No, it's okay. He'll be fine. We're still planning bigger things with him. He'll be fine.
Because he's an amazing musician. There's an album of his, a jazz album, that he did many years ago, 15 years ago.
No, he's amazing talent. It's just that, you know, a lot of things affected his creativity. You know, when you have to think of what some people did to you, and he's still recovering from that. And obviously that will actually, it messes up his creativity. You know, but I'm very optimistic that, you know, he'll recover and try to.
He'll be all right.
He's very talented. Bongani is very talented. You know,
I know that song because I played it over and over. That album, his jazz album, I know it because I played it so many times. I know his touch. He plays the keys, right?
Yeah, very good pianist. Very. He's one who he's like his dad, Tumsani. Yeah. You know, like his dad, amazing pianist.
Amazing,
yeah.
Yeah,
very talented.
He better come up with new stuff.
Yeah, no, he will. I think he will recover. I think what really mess him up, it's those people that he was forced to hire.
Yeah.
You know.
And it became a busy time in his life.
Yeah.
Mamufile. Yeah. There's lots of money.
Yes.
There's many voices.
Exactly. Many voices. He's forced to sell his own house that was paid for.
You know,
it was not his decision, but he was surrounded by people whom Leona thought, no, these people are helping. You know? But the real people that were helping him, to be honest with you, it was me and Evan Scholzberg and Leslie Sidibe. We made it a point that we raised, you know, we were more caring. But, you know, then after that, we are not seeing as caring people. We are seeing as thieves, people, you understand? It's sad, you know. Once you try to help and work towards positivity, where you're helping people, and people will always come for you. You understand?
Of course.
So it's the same thing with Bongs. You know, we were attacked.
I feel bad. Because I know that the house/studio that he ended up using, it even has Brenda Fass's paintings outside. Yes. I know that property well because that's where Lance and most of the songs done for Zola 7 used to be done in that very property.
Yeah, but Lance contributed a lot in not advising that. And I told Lance, you're adults. Stop what you're doing. That, no, you guys owe Brenda money. What we need, what? Come, fellow, okay. Oh, what? We owe what? Prove it.
Yes.
They couldn't prove it. That's why the matter went to court, whatever, and all that. It was just hearsay. But the 15 million of the boy, by Patesi Kayon. All of them. There's no one who didn't chow from that 15 million. The person who suffered is Bones.
That's it.
And after that, they dumped him.
That was the end.
We're with him. Me, I'm doing
Even
something. Even now, I'm with him. We're doing something. Even though now I can have issues with that boy, whatever. It's temporary. I take him like my son. He come up foot sec, but tomorrow we'll be together.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not a permanent foot sec. He knows that he can say something. Hey man, I messed up. Where are you? We'll talk,
Yeah. And
every
fix
time.
things.
We'll have lunch together, we'll talk and all. But he knows Bongani knows the real culprits of the people that messed up.
You think he now knows?
He knows them. He knows them.
Hey,
he knows there was money. He could see the statement. They would, wow. My mom's estate, this was so much. Brenda didn't die, pauper. There was lots of money.
I was very lucky to sit down, Nobabu Ngema, on that chair. And part of my research, I saw your comment about his legacy and all of that when he passed on. How do you reflect his career? Because I thought his was very similar to yours, of a guy who had a lot of music in their head and just gave it to all of us. Yes. How do you reflect on his career?
Look, I think very, funny enough, Mamuini Mandela, when I first met and Ruaka protest song, the first person she mentioned was Bongeni.
Wow.
She said, you guys are busy singing these love songs. And this boy from KZN, he comes here and, fearlessly, sings about the Mabuni, he makes musical. Why are you not doing the same? I didn't know about Bongeni at that time.
What?
And then when I started following him, I said, wow, he's not scared. Bobora, you and all that, they were exiled, and Bongeni is not scared. And then I looked around and said, Mzwake Mbuli, wow.
He's not scared?
These two guys are not scared. Why are we not? Why are we scared? That's when it started. So Bongeni, really, it's not someone that you can just say that it was a fly-by-night activist, He was a real activist. During the bad days of apartheid, he would just go into theater and do as he like about the
Mali and all of that.
Yes, Mali and all that. He was very powerful. I don't know. There are people that we forget their contribution, especially in our history struggle and all that.
We forget a lot of things.
We only remember the bad. But the good things we don't even. We don't talk about it.
It's our problem.
It's our nature.
That's why, and I say this often, I've created this platform.
Yes. No, it's a very
They have to be kept somewhere, these stories. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And told by you.
Yes.
Look at how the story of you in Witbank, we wouldn't have known a story like that with the Afrikaners knocking on your door.
You understand? Yes. Kafrstad.
You see?
And then who saved us is an Afrikaner.
A story like that.
Who locked his own Afrikaner guys.
Imagine that.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeez. How do you want to be remembered?
No, me, simple. I don't want to be remembered. I think a lot of people, if people must erase this character that I don't know.
Oh.
Yes. Because, there is this character that people, they describe, and they don't know me, those people, unfortunately. They describe me as this corrupt somebody who buys police, who does what, protects his child,
who eats Bongani's money,
who eats Bongani, passes money, or Brenda Fast and all that. I'm nowhere near those things. All I know is that, like I indicated, I can proudly say, I don't talk about what I do for the community, but I have two lawyers. They're not my children. They're from informal settlement. Yeah. I sponsored them until they finish their education.
Wow.
And another girl who's a doctor. She hasn't qualified yet, but she's still going to. I pay for her fees. And a young boy is just started now. But now, those kind of things, those are the things that inspire me and things that I feel that I need to give back to the community. But I don't want to be remembered being someone boasting about those things because I'm not doing these things to actually for people. I'm doing it. No, it's from the bottom of my heart because some people do things to be on social media. Hey, I took this.
Look at me.
Look at me. This ball. What? Hey, look at me. Hey, I'm donating. What?
Look at me.
There's so many
things. Donating.
Yeah, there's so many things that we're doing. I mean, in the community of Kaya Sense, that side, there's so many things that we do for the community. Putting ramps and all that. I do a lot of things. There are things that uga swallow man as Chicco. Marka Kena Damo Kaya Sense. Bands or 100 square came informal settlement in Baraki Kaya Sense. They know me.
Not far from here.
Yeah, they know me. I get a vegetable, I get people. It's like we're one. I grew up like that.
Yeah.
And I want to be remembered as this person who goes there and assists people in our communities. Not
even the music.
Not even the music. No, the music is something else. Those who will remember Mega music is fine. But more importantly, it's looking after our communities. Our community. That's why I even actually wrote that. That's why I was involved with this film, Western Apartheid. Because of seeing the atrocities of I can remember it's apartheid. Now we're talking about corruption. What it has done and what it's doing to our people.
Western apartheid.
These are the things that actually we should be focusing on if we want to build a better South Africa. We should actually talk about corruption. We should talk about corrupt politicians, politicians who are opportunists, who are there for money. We're supposed to be exposing all that, not actually. But then the youth of Kenya recently,
they put up a fight.
They put up a fight. But you know what? You won't see that with the youth of South Africa. They're busy on what's name. Chicco, what? Their country is in a mess. I can't say useless. But the most important thing, which is their country, they don't care. And politicians are taking advantage of the busy about TikTok, busy. But look, I was really proud of that youth in Kenya. They reminded us in 1976. You understand? We had one person talking, no, we're tired of being treated like this.
Africans
anyway, none again to home Africans. Kisa good about hey. Kunala utengwe bari kitsi machine and kidn't one singa funding Africans. I joined in, boss, because I hated that language.
You couldn't grasp it.
I couldn't grasp it. It was tough, But we went.
You had a different goal for wanting it gone.
Exactly. You understand? We wanted it gone. And but the commitment. You understand? Now that's why our country today, if our youth can be more involved, but focus. Because we will be gone, Runa. They will be left with no country if they don't do anything.
Yeah. It's a very different generation.
They will be actually more caping searching for greener pastures, go Europe and all that. It's with such a beautiful country.
Sure.
There's everything.
With so much.
So much. And they're not doing anything to fix things. They need to be more involved.
I saw interesting where young people want to be represented in Government of National Unity. I remember reading that thinking, that's an interesting one. Young people don't know if they all voted for young people.
Yes.
They would have the whole government.
They will have the whole government.
All of it.
I'm telling you.
They don't need anybody.
They will have the whole government.
Yes. All they have to do is just go vote.
And trust me, they have a beautiful country.
Yeah.
If these kids can just wake up and they say, you know what? We need to fix our country. We need to build look at the kids go to China and all that. How
sure.
The economy. Those kids are
involved in everything.
Everything.
Tech, you name it. They're doing
it. Our youth, my brother, about this thing, man. What TikTok, it's about busy, about peace, and I mean, what man's about China. Hey, look at me. Now, what jive? Look, it's nice. We can do those things. But we can't just be focusing. I don't know, bro, those things.
Hey.
It's okay, but, we need to actually limit our time.
Yeah.
But, okay, this is time for this.
And this is time for that.
Stuff.
What do you think it's time for now? in South Africa.
Now, I'm going to respond to that one. The time is now for the youth of South Africa, to get more involved in the politics of their country. Because their ignorance, trust me, they will be left with nothing in years to come. If they are going to leave this country to these old people, Runa Makhalaba and all that, trust me, they'll be left with no country. They will regret it. It will be too late.
Yo.
The time is now. Look at the guy from Burkina Faso, this young president, Touré.
Yeah, he's moving.
If you listen to that boy, he said, wow, I so wish we have Habari expensive.
Even his inauguration was a 30-minute event. Quick. And it was done. Let's go. Let's go work.
Yeah. Yes. And then another colloid, the escort, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Military, all he cares for is the people of Burkina Faso.
King David Studio Podcast.